Hello everyone, good morning student. Dear students, in previous class we discussed about a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise which is called quadrilateral. Okay, and in that chapter we discussed some important concept related to quadrilateral, and also we discussed some important question of your NCERT exercise based on quadrilateral. Dear student, today we are going to discuss a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise which is polynomials. Okay, dear student, we discuss about the polynomials and types of polynomials. We discuss about what is the zeros of the polynomials, and we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on polynomial. Dear student, first of all, in previous classes we already discussed about the polynomial. What is the concept of polynomial? Dear student, polynomial is a is an algebraic relations between constant and variables with some having some algebraic expression. Different, let us take the expression of the form a naught a1 x plus a2 x square plus n dot 1 a n x to the power n is called the what? Polynomial of degree n, okay, and here a naught, a0, a1, a2, a3 and dot so on an are what? Real numbers. Okay, dear student, so in this way we can say that the algebraic expression of the form a naught a1x plus a2x plus a3 and dot so on an x is known as what? Polynomials. Okay, so this is the concept of polynomial. Now we take some example of quadratic of polynomial. Let's see. Suppose if we write 3x plus 2, okay, and we write here 4x square minus 5x plus 6, or 5x cube minus 6x square plus 7x plus 8, etc. All are the examples of what? All are the examples of polynomials. And this is the linear polynomial, this is quadratic polynomial, this is cubic polynomial. This is what now. So this is the concept of so in this way we can say that the polynomial is the algebraic relationship between the constant and variable with some algebraic operations. Okay, students, so it is clear now. Okay, now we are going to discuss the types of polynomials on the basis of its degree. Dear student, first of all we discuss about the degree. What is the degree of the polynomial? Dear student, the highest power of the variables in any polynomial. Okay, the highest power of the variable in any polynomial is called what? Degree. Is called what? Is called degree. Okay, so now we discuss about what is the concept of degree. Let's see. What is the concept of degree? This one, the highest power of the variable. Okay, the highest power of the variable. The highest power of the variable is called what? Is called its degree. Okay, the highest power of the variable is called its degree. Now listen, we are going so we can say the highest power of the variable is called what? Degree. Okay, let's see. Now we discuss about the types of the polynomials. Okay, look, now we discuss about the types of the polynomial. Dear student, on the basis of the degree of the polynomial, there are 4 types of polynomials. Okay, dear student, look. First is what? Linear polynomial. Second is what? Quadratic polynomial. Third is what? Cubic polynomial. nomial, and third one is what? Biquadratic. Polynomial. These are very important concept of polynomial. Now look, what is the concept of linear polynomial? This one, a polynomial of degree 1. A polynomial of degree 1 is known as what? Linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called what? Quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called what? Cubic polynomial. And finally, the polynomial of degree 4 is called what? Biquadratic polynomial. Okay, so these are the some important types of polynomial, and the polynomial of degree n is called what? N polynomial of degree n. So these are the important concept of now we take some example based on linear, quadratic, cubic and biquadratic. Suppose that if we write 3x plus 2, so this is the example of linear polynomial. If we write 2x square plus 4x minus 5, these are the example of quadratic polynomial. In this way, if we write in cubic polynomial, the power of the highest power of the variable is 3, and in biquadratic polynomial, the highest power of the variable is what? 4. So these are some important concept of polynomial which we discussed already in previous classes. Now dear student, now we discuss about what is the concept of zeros of the polynomial. Okay, let's see. Now we discuss about the zeros of the polynomial. Let's see. Now we discuss about the zeros of the polynomials. Okay, dear students. Now we discuss about the zeros of the, what is the concept of zero of the polynomial. Suppose that, dear students, let px is equal to ax plus bx plus c be any quadratic polynomial. Okay, be any quadratic polynomial. Okay, now if alpha be any real number such that p of alpha must be equal to 0. Okay, and now if we take alpha be any real number and such that p of alpha is equal to 0, means if we replace x, now means what? Means we put x is equal to alpha. Okay, now in that quadratic polynomial, if we replace x by alpha and add the value of alpha, the value of the given polynomial if 0, then if now if alpha be any real number such that this, then alpha is called what? Alpha is called the zero of the given polynomial of the what? Given polynomial. Okay, dear students. So this is the concept of the zero of the polynomial. Let's see once more time. Dear student, let first of all we take let x is px be any quadratic polynomial, and we take as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, now if we take the alpha be any real number, now we take alpha be any real number such that what? Such that p of alpha must be equal to 0. Means if we replace x by alpha, then the value of the given polynomial at x is equal to alpha, means we replace x by alpha. If we get if p of alpha is equal to 0, then in that condition alpha is called the zero of the given polynomial. So this is the concept of zero of the polynomial. Okay, now we take and solve some important question based on that topic. Let's see. Now we take some important question. Now look, For what value of k? The question is for what value of k. Okay, listen. For what value of k is 3 is a zero of the polynomial, is a zero of the polynomial. For what value of k is 3 is 3 a zero of the polynomial 2x square plus x plus k. This is the question here. Let's see here, for what value of k, this is your question here, for what value of k is 3 0 of the polynomial 2x square plus x plus k. This is your question here. Now let's see its solution. First of all, dear friends, let the given polynomial p, let the given polynomial as px is equal to what? 2x square plus x plus k. Okay, we take as px is equal to 2x square plus x plus k. Okay, now since we check as 3 is a zero of the what? Given polynomial, zero of the given polynomial, that is what is that is we have p of 3 must be equal to 0 now, because just I discussed about that topic. If that is the zero of the polynomial, okay, just I discussed, if 3 here your question is 3 is a zero of the polynomial though, so by the concept of zero of the polynomial we have what? P of 3 must be equal to what? 0. Now since we take equation 1, since from equation 1 we just replace x by 3, so we have what? P of 3 means what? 2 into x square, 3 square plus 3 plus k must be equal to 0 now. Look, that value is must be equal to 0. Okay, now we solving them, we get as 2 into 3 3 is a 9 plus 3 plus k is equal to 0, 9 2 is a 18 plus 3 plus k is equal to 0, so 21 plus k is equal to 0, that is the value of k is equal to minus 21. So this is our required answer. So the value of k is equal to minus 21, for which the 3 is a zero of the given polynomial. Okay, dear student, so this is very important concept. This is one of the most important concept of your question or your topic, zero of the polynomial. Okay, now dear student, we take and solve some other type questions based on now. Dear student, now we discuss about the quadratic polynomials and the relationship between its zero and coefficient of the its coefficient. Okay, let's see. Now we discuss about the topic relationship between the zeros and relationship between the zeros and coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, look, first now we are going to discuss a very important topic, is relationship between zeros and the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. First of all, we take a quadratic polynomial and we take as alpha and 0 are their zeros of the given one. Let's see. First of all, let us consider a quadratic polynomial px is equal to what? Ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, this is the quadratic polynomial. Here a, b, c are what? Real number. Here a, b, c are what? Any real numbers. Okay, any real number. This is the quadratic polynomial because of the highest power of the variable x is what? 2. If I just discuss about if the highest power of the variable is 2, then it is said to be what? Yes, quadratic polynomial. Okay, this is the concept of quadratic polynomial. Now here this topic we are discuss about the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. Now first of all we take let alpha and beta. Alpha and beta are two zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, then there are two important relation formula. Then first is sum of zeros, that is means what? Alpha plus beta. Sum of its zeros means alpha plus beta is equal to what? Minus b upon a. Minus b is what? B is the coefficient of x, means minus, write in formula. B is what? You can write in this way also. Coefficient of x upon a is what? Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Okay, understand? This is the first relation between the zeros and the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial, means sum of zeros means alpha plus beta is equal to what? Minus b upon a. Here b is what? Coefficient of x, and x square a is what? Coefficient of x square. Similarly, second one is product of zeros. Product of zero, that is means what? Alpha into beta. Product of zeros means what? Alpha into beta, and this is equal to what? C upon a. Here c is what? Constant term, no? This is the constant term. Upon a means what? Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. So this is the relationship. This is a very important relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, sum of zero means minus b by a, and the product of zero is c by a, means constant. What is the constant term? This is the constant term means what? Which term? That term which is independent of the variable x. So that term is known as the constant term, like minus 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Okay. So this is the very important relationship. Now we take and solve some important questions based on that topic. Okay, let's see. Now we take and solve some important question of the given. Look, find the zeros of the given polynomial and verify. The question is find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial of the quadratic polynomial what? 6x square minus 7x, 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Okay, find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial this, and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. The zeros and the coefficients. Okay, dear students, zeros and the coefficients. Look, this is a question here. This is, dear students, one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. So please concentrate on that question. Dear students, if you understand clear the concept of that question, then you can solve so many questions of your NCERT exercise based on this topic. So please, dear students, concentrate on this question. Let's see its solution, dear students. Dear students, in this question we find what? First of all, we find the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay. Then after that, we have also to verify the relationship between what? Zeros and its coefficients. Okay. So first of all, dear student, we write the given polynomial and simplify. First of all, we find the zeros of the polynomial. Let's see. Suppose first of all, let the given polynomial be px equal to, suppose that we take as 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Okay, dear student, first of all, we take the given polynomial as px equal to what? 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Now what I do? Now first of all we factorize them. Which method? By which method? There is splitting the middle term. You know that na? In previous classes you already know about that. What is the process to factorize any quadratic polynomial? Let's see. Now look. So px equal to what? 3 6 18 and 9 2 is 18, 9 minus 2 is 7. Now splitting the middle term. Okay. Now we can write 6x square minus 9x plus 2x, because of if we subtract minus 10x plus 2x, then we get what? Minus 7x, and minus 3 write as it is. Okay, dear student, minus 3 write as it is. Now we form the pair. Let's see. Look here, px equal to, we take what? In that term we take as 3x as common, so we get what? 3 2 is 2x. Okay, minus 2 3 is minus 3, and here 1 is common, take to 2x minus 3. Okay, now we get as p of x is equal to what? 2x minus 3 in one bracket and 3x plus 1 in rest in one bracket. Now look, now dear student, we factorize the given polynomial and we get as 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1 respectively. Okay, now what I do? Dear student, first of all we find the zeros of the given polynomial, na? So now look, for finding the zeros of the polynomial, zeros of the given polynomial, okay, listen. Now for finding the zeros of the given polynomial, we take as px must be equal to 0. Okay, that is we can write 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now if we 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, then the value of x is what? 3 by 2. Okay, now when we take, now if 3x, if you know, if a to b is equal to, then it is always a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. So first of all we take when 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, so from there we get the value of x is 3 by 2. Now dear friends, if 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, then we get x is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now we get, dear friends, x is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3. Thus dear friend, in this way we have two zeros as 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. One is alpha and you take, second is what? Beta. Thus in this way we have, so this is our complete one. Thus the required zeros are, alpha is equal to take as 3 by 2 and beta is equal to take as minus 1 by 3. This is the first answer. First part of this question is solved. Okay, dear friends, this is the first question, na? First part of this question. First part of this question is what? We find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So in this method, you apply that method to solve, to finding, you can find the zeros of the given polynomial. Now in second part of this question we also verify the relationship between what? We also verify the relationship between zeros and its coefficients. So now we take the second part of this question and solve it. Let's see. Now look. Now verify. First of all you write given polynomial is px is equal to what? 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Okay, this is the given polynomial and two of its zeros are and two of its zeros are what? 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. These are the zeros now. Just I finding them. Now, first of all, we find the sum of zeros. Sum of zeros by formula what I get? Minus b by a means b is what? Coefficient of x and a is what? Coefficient of x square. Okay, now. Here minus b is what? Coefficient of x, and what is the coefficient of x? Minus 7. So here we put minus 7 upon a is what? 6. A is what? 6. So we get what? Minus plus 7 by 6. Now sum of zeros means that is alpha plus beta is equal to 7 by 6. Now we put alpha is equal in LHS we put alpha is equal to 3 by 2 plus beta is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3. Then what I get? Let's see. We get as we take 3 to the 6 as LCM. So 2 3 3 3 is a 9 plus minus 3 2 1 is 2. That is 7 by 6, which is equal to 7 by 6. So LHS is equal to RHS. LHS is equal to what? RH. Hence verify first part. Now similarly we find the product of zeros. Product of zeros is equal to what? C upon A. C is what? Constant term, and in that polynomial the constant term is what? Minus 3. Minus 3 is your constant term, no? So here we put what? Minus 3 upon the value of A is the what? Coefficient of x square means 6. 3 1 1, 3 2 6. So minus 1 by 2. That is product of zero means what? Alpha into beta. Now we put the value of alpha and beta means 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. Look, so 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3, 3 cancel to each other, so we get minus 1 by 2 which is equal to minus 1 by 2. Thus LHS is equal to RHS. Dear student, look once more time. Dear student, in that type of question, first of all we write the formula for the sum of zeros. By formula you know that sum of zero is minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Second one is what? Coefficient constant term upon coefficient of x square. Now from there we put the values, each and every values from the help of the given polynomials. And also we already defined the zeros of the given polynomials as 3 by 2 and minus 3 1 by 3. Now we put in LHS the value of alpha plus beta, and we say and we observe that value is also equal to RHS by formula. So in this way we do same operations in both the cases. So in this way we get LHS is equal to RHS. LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, so in this way we can write hence verify. Hence verify. Proved. Okay, listen. So this is the method to solve that type of question. Okay, listen. So first of all, today we discuss all the important concepts related to polynomial. Now first of all you revise all the concept and you practice the each and every question which we discuss in that class. Now then after you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on polynomials. Okay, dear students. Now dear students, in next class we revise the remainder and factor theorems which will be very important for you and your examination purpose. Okay, dear students. Now first you complete your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Thank you, students.